Hello everyone, welcome back to my astrology channel. Today we're going to talk about Mercury in your third house of the horoscope. So to understand that, let's first understand what is Mercury. So Mercury is a fast-moving planet. Excuse me. In Vedic astrology, it is a fast-moving planet. It takes about 88 days to go around the sun, so it's very, very fast. It is also one of the youngest planets considered in Vedic astrology, where Saturn is an older planet, Jupiter is an older planet, Mercury is one of the younger planets, and it doesn't really have any enemies in Vedic astrology. There's maybe one, Mars doesn't consider Mercury a friend, and Mercury doesn't consider Moon a friend because of the relationship, the way Mercury came about in astrology. Mercury is the child of Moon and Jupiter's wife. So Mercury does not consider Moon a friend because Moon did not do right with Jupiter's wife or his mother, according to the astrology. And Jupiter is his stepfather. So he got into good books with Jupiter. Jupiter does consider Mercury an enemy. However, Mercury does not consider Jupiter to be an enemy. So if Mercury is sitting in Jupiter's house, Mercury feels comfortable. Mercury is fine. So if it's in sign 9 or 12. Now that could be a little bit different if Jupiter is sitting in Mercury signs 3 and 6. And definitely watch my videos on different signs, different planets in different signs to understand more of that. So when Mercury is sitting in house number 3, let's talk about Mercury again. Mercury is a highly intelligent planet. It is a fast-moving planet, so it likes to do things fast. It does not dwell in any kind of grudges or any of that. So it likes to move past things that have been brought upon. Of course, with influences, in your chart, those things will change if it has any kind of malefic influences and as people go through their life. But overall, when you see Mercury in any house, it's usually a fast-moving planet. So again, highly intelligent, has a lot of business sense, looks young. Mercury is a younger looking planet, so it always looks young, and it's a very smart planet. Mercury also rules your speech, and I told you intelligence, communication skills. Mercury is big on the way it rules your communication skills. So your communication comes a lot from how Mercury is in your chart. If you're speaking well, if you're speaking nicely with others, if you're being cognizant in terms of how you're speaking to others, then your Mercury should be good. But when you see people that are not speaking politely to others, or maybe even to their own family members, you can tell that their Mercury has been impacted or is not good for their horoscope at that point in time, and they need to do things to fix it. Mercury also rules your publishing, your reading, writing, publishing, communications, advertising. It rules your friends. So Mercury is a very friendly planet as well. Rules your arms, your shoulders, especially the right arm. So now let's talk about house number 3. What is house number 3? Mercury is the original owner of house number 3 in terms of the Kalpurush Kundali. Okay, so Mercury owns house 3 because house 3 is Gemini, and Gemini Mercury owns, and that's kind of the qualities that Mercury already has. So in Mercury, so house 3 is also similar: communication, your younger siblings, short travels, your hard work, courage, all those things are imbibed in Mercury. So when Mercury is sitting in your house 3, what does it do? It gives you pleasant short travels. It gives you pleasant communication skills, amazing communication skills, because it's sitting in its own house, his original house. So no matter what sign is sitting in there, in general, Mercury is going to be happy in house 3 because it is his original house. It's given it to a tenant, perhaps, based on the sign that's sitting there, but overall it's his house. So it feels a level of comfort in his own house. Unless it's sitting with Mars or it's sitting with even Mars, because Mars considers him an enemy, so Mercury is fine in the Mars house. But if it's sitting in Moon's house, that's where it might feel a little discomfort. Otherwise, it's generally going to be okay. So when Mercury is sitting here, it should give you pleasant short travels. It should give you high intelligence. Your friends will be highly intelligent. Your friends may be younger looking. You may have more of a younger looking crowd, circle of friends. Where you grew up, your childhood, your neighborhood, you may have good, younger looking, intelligent, friendly people around where you grew up. Their communication, reading, writing, speaking skills are going to be great, and so will yours be. They are going to be intelligent, youthful. Perhaps they have great business sense. Perhaps you grew up in an area where you see a lot of small businesses there, or maybe you moved a lot, when you were younger. Your younger siblings, because third house is your younger siblings. Your younger sibling may be youthful, may be highly intelligent, maybe one of the younger looking persons in the house, not just looking but also acting. They would have great business sense, reading, writing, communication, advertising. They may do really well in media, in IT. They may be in that type of a profession as well. Now, Mercury sitting here places an aspect on your ninth house. Again, what I say is if house 3 is happy, that makes Mercury happy. How do you make house 3 happy? Are your younger siblings happy? Are your friends from your childhood happy? Are you doing well in the media or IT related fields? Are your short travels good? Are you working hard? Because house 3 is hard work and courage. Are you a courageous person? Do you like to have courage? So as long as house 3 is happy in that regard, Mercury should be happy. And you will see that automatically in your horoscope when those things are not met. Maybe Mercury is malefic for you. Maybe you're going through Mercury Antardasha or Dasha. Maybe Mercury is under any kind of malefic influences from other planets or sitting with other planets that are not happy with it. So they're going to influence each other. But let's say house 3 is happy, Mercury is happy. Now its aspect on the ninth house is going to be happy. What is ninth house? As your father, your gurus, your teachers, it is your higher studies, your undergrad, grad, PhD, all that, your spirituality, your spiritual studies. It is your dharma, your religion, all of that stuff. It also rules your ties. So if you see you're having issues with your ties or having issues with your father, maybe you're not having good speech back and forth with your father, your gurus, your teachers, you're having struggle with your higher studies, your spirituality, you're not focused on your religion, you don't know where you need to be in terms of religion or spirituality. They're two separate things, always remember. That's where you can see what's going on with Mercury in your chart. But if Mercury is good for your chart, you should have all of those great aspects. Your father would be highly intelligent. Father would be younger looking. Father likes to take short travels. Same with your teachers, your gurus. It's also, house 9 is also long distance travel. So your father enjoys both short distance and long distance travel. You may enjoy them as well. Your father may be a very spiritual person. Those types of things that you will notice when you have Mercury sitting in house number 3, aspecting house number 9. Now, if you see that these are not the things that are happening in your life, definitely reach out to us. We would love to take a look at your chart and see where Mercury is being impacted and what we can do to fix Mercury in your chart. And if you see these things happening, or if you have third house Mercury, please go ahead and write down in the comments. I would love to read them. And don't forget to get your personal horoscope consultation with us in the link in the video description. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't end up losing this channel, and hit the bell icon to get your updates as soon as we post a new video. And don't forget to hit the like button and share it with family and friends that you think may find this video helpful. And I thank you so much for watching.